This is Pat Hammond from the Business Guild with the newsletter for Monday, April 24th. So I was on LinkedIn the other day when someone posed the question of how to find clients when you're a new consultant. And of course, my first thought was that, okay, this has got to be a sales pitch or a lead gen thing. But once I dug a little deeper, I realized that the person was legitimately looking for help finding their first new consulting client. And to be honest, when I thought about it, I was a little embarrassed that with all the articles Lisa and I have written over the last couple of years, I don't think we've ever written anything specifically about where to find your first clients when you're self employed. Today, I'm going to rectify that. Now, obviously, I can't speak to every industry or field, but I can share my three favorite tried and true tips that you can apply to your own consulting business. And without further ado, let's just jump right in with tip number one. Identify who your ideal client is and figure out where they hang out. This is something I write about all the time. One of the biggest mistakes new business owners make is saying that anyone or everyone is a potential client. That is a recipe for failure. You can't be everything to everyone. Even large firms with deep pockets market their services to specific niches. Not only is this the best way to target potential clients, it's also an area where you, as a solopreneur or micro business owner, has the advantage over bigger competitors. So before you do anything else, sit down, create an avatar for your ideal client, and make note of the types of places you can find them. Are they on Instagram or some other social media platform? Are they at a country club? Do they belong to a professional organization? Maybe you can find them at charity events. Wherever they're most likely to be is where you want to approach them. Tip number two is to start local. Now, this one may sound a little counterintuitive in the internet age, but consulting is a personal service. You're selling your knowledge, your experience, and your personality. And the best way to build a reputation and make those first sales is to connect with people in the real world. The easiest way to do this is to connect with local business and networking groups. For example, if you're trying to reach women owned startups, you might consider reaching out to groups that cater to the needs of women owned small businesses. Here in New Hampshire, that would be something like the Center for Women in Enterprise. On the other hand, if you want to meet human resource professionals, you should talk to your local SHRM chapter. These groups are always looking for people to share their expertise with their members. And if you offer to give a presentation or teach a class, that's going to put you right in front of your target audience. The only caveat on this is to be sure that your presentation is topical and informative. This is definitely not the time to break out your sales deck. Tip number three, talk to former employers, coworkers, and people who are already in your network. I mean, this is the whole reason we network. Most people have a genuine desire to help, but sometimes you have to give them a little nudge. The advantage to reaching out to these people is that they already know you. Even if they don't know what you're doing right now, chances are good they're interested in hearing what's new and lending you a hand with a referral or a lead. With that in mind, invite someone to coffee or virtual coffee if they're not local. Send them a direct message on social media or pick up the phone. You will be amazed at how often a casual conversation results in a lead, referral, or client. Like I said, it's the whole reason we network. And if you're not taking advantage of your carefully curated group of friends and colleagues, you're missing out on a prime opportunity to connect with potential clients. Remember, this is all about making the effort to establish know, like, and trust. If you're struggling to find your first or even 50th client, review these steps and apply them to your weekly marketing routine.